It's had many names, but only one NFL team over the years. We're at the home of the Dolphins, Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, Florida.
Jason Sanders is the kickoff for Miami.
Jason Sanders is out, ready to kick this one away. And we're underway at Hard Rock. Return coming from the 6. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Richardson throwing to start out. Diggs there to bring it in. They drop him with a big hit. At least he's able to hold on for the game, but boy, Brock, what a shot. 2nd and 3 now. From the shotgun, it's Richardson. He puts some air under a deep throw to the left. That's grabbed inside the 30. All the way, touchdown, Indy. The Colts take a 6-0 lead right away. It's an Adonai Mitchell touchdown. Matt Gay on for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Colts will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. Washington now to return. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30.
Storms are mine, but you know she live in major. When you flying up this, ain't no cameras. Don't live on Avenue Bays and stay in Vegas. Born in town, check the news.
They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Hey, get set. Turbo 3, kick. Out.
Now Jalen Wright gets it for the first time. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Good rip on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid gain, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
They run again with Wright. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Yeah, hit it. Turbo 1. East right, snow.
3rd down run from Achane. And he fought the good fight there just to make it back to the line. No gain on the play. Defense holds yet again, and now it's 4th and a yard.
Where one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
Trying for it, it's Achane. And he takes a shot near the marker, but it looks like he still has enough for that 1st down.
4th down, pressure on him. He was not backing down for a second. Nice effort to carry the rock. More importantly, for his offense to get a 1st down.
1st and 10 from the 41.
Go ahead. Ready,
Staying on the ground here with Achane. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Kenny Moore there to make the stop. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
Ready.
Tagovailoa working from the pistol. Smith pulls this one in along the sideline. And he winds up out of bounds, but things not settled yet. We've got a flag down. A fresh set of downs after that penalty. Here's 1st and 10. touch pass to the receiver. And this almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. Reward that tackle to the effort of Leatu Latu. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
This is one of those real modest gains, Kate, that I like as a call. Adds just a little more variety to your playbook. Makes that defense wonder. Those guys on the other side of the ball think a little bit. This dude's not just a receiver. He may get in the run game as well.
Taken in by Smith. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. And it'll be first down, Miami.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
They run it from the gun with Wright. And he's going to run this one well into the red zone to the 14. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
It's caught. This is Jalen Wright. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Turbo 1, high. Turbo 1, high.
They kick the running back in motion. That's caught for the first. Touchdown, Miami. So a touchdown on the board for Brock as they start this game off a perfect 1-for-1 offensively.
Yeah, I'm going to call that scripting for success right there. Can't do it much better than that. And listen, when you script these first plays, you don't always know who the targets are going to be. It's really then relying upon what the defense is trying to take away. They couldn't take away that big old tight end.
Sanders all set to send it away. Brings in the kick at the 9. The return manages to get just beyond the 30.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
They've got first down from the 31. Here's the first carry for Jonathan Taylor. He gets it ahead, winds up with about 3. Ashton Davis there on the stop. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from Alabama. I don't know what to be impressed by most, Brock. How effortless he made it look to throw it that deep, or how effortless the cover man made it look to get that far down there and haul in the interception.
How about we just marvel at both of them? You call a deep pass like that again on the next play, it could go to the end zone. But this time, it is a takeaway.
And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
In a good spot here, 2nd and inches.
Ready. Out.
They'll stick with A-Chain. And what a hit there. Ouch, she pays the price for moving the chains that time.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No 3rd down required now.
Going to the ground again on first. And the push forward doesn't get beyond the line. Zaire Franklin there to make the tackle. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
They're right here. Out.
Tua off the play fake. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Tough one to retain through that hit. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Seeing some early game planning at work here, Brock. They were quick to attack that throw and break it up.
Yeah, this defense knows the importance this offense places on throwing the ball to their tight ends, and they were ready for it and all over it.
And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line. So some time to maybe reconsider what to do on 4th down. That's the end of the first quarter. Scoreboard showing 7s on each side. Back to Hard Rock Stadium right after this. Back for the start of quarter number 2. It's Dolphin football as we begin. They're looking at 4th down, but inside field goal range, so they could get 3 here. And it falls incomplete. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense. Ball at the 33 for 1st down. Taylor gets it to begin the drive. And he found some running room for a nice gain. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
2nd down carry for Taylor. No one around. He's got space. Past the 25. It's an Indianapolis touchdown. The Colts just need 2 snaps to steal the lead. It's a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. His kick is good, for the moment at least, as we've got a flag down on the field. I think they're going to get him for hitting the kicker. So they tag him for roughing the kicker, and now this kickoff's going to come from the 50. Let's see if they loft in and try to stick him deep. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Right.
They've got a man in motion. Wright running out of the gun. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry.
You know, Kate, I like to call these body blows. Body blows. You got to be committed to running the football. Even if it doesn't move the chains, I guarantee you that wear and tear will pay dividends later.
Fits it through the middle. Into the red zone. And he'll take this across. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins can tie it up in the 2nd after cutting into the lead. Sanders connects on the point after. And the Dolphins tie things up at 14. Sanders all set to send it away. Starting from the 5. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. To throw, Richardson. Escapes the pocket. And they crush him right near the marker. Looks close, but yeah, Brock, I think he safely got that 1st down before the hit. Shotgun snap now to Richardson. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Pretty even match in this 1st half. And you just kind of wait. Well, you just kind of try to get a feel for which defense is going to come to life. And when you get that sack, that could go a long way to infusing some energy on that side of the ball.
They're on him again, and he goes down again. And the back-to-back sacks. Nice work by the defense there. Sets him up with a 3rd down. Working from the gun, it's Richardson. He's on the move. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. Oh, the football's loose. And it's a turnover. The defense has it.
Man, that run was looking so good for him, but you'll see QBs don't always tuck it away like running backs do. That was loose, ball away from his body, and in prime position to be knocked free. That's exactly what happens once that defender catches him downfield.
And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
That's caught. Devon Achane. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that's going to give the Dolphins a first down.
That's good. 44. Ready. Dolphins.
Tua now from the gun. He's got it at the 6. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him, only to drop your hips, cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Achane can't fight past that line. They stop him at the 3.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline and his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards. This offense may want to try and disguise their run a little bit. I don't know if it's the O-lineman's stance. I don't know if it's a cadence. I don't know what it is, but after 2 straight plays going backwards, this defense is all over them.
And this is going to be a Miami touchdown. The Dolphins parlay the turnover into a lead. Extra point attempt coming from Sanders. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Dolphins break that tie and now lead by 7. Sanders all set to send it away. Fielded at the 7. Good looking return here, and he's got room. And he manages the 35 before they can stop him.
At their own 35-yard line.
So it's good field position for the Colts as they get set, 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Taylor now up the middle. Escapes a defender. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. We've hit the 2-minute warning now at Hard Rock. The Colts at a deficit. Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Richardson. That's brought in. It's his back, Jonathan Taylor. And he's going to be across midfield, close to the 45 before going out.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Running right, this is Taylor. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. Now we get a timeout from the Colts. That's their first. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting the first. They'll come up 1st and 10.
Let's go. 70 ready. 70 ready. 19 tight. 19 tight. Check.
From the gun, here's Herbert. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Colts operating from the hurry-up, rushing back to the line. He's got it near the 8. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about 2 things, separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks, that's the trust, and then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard. Colts operating from the hurry-up, rushing back to the line. Throwing from the gun. Flush down out to his left, and he will score! Touchdown, Indianapolis! The Colts earn the chance to tie it before halftime. It's an Anthony Richardson touchdown. Gay with the point after. And the Colts tie this game at 21. Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. Just 25 seconds remaining as they get all set up for 1st down. Tua looking to throw. Dumped off to his running back. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Now the Dolphins call a timeout. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
We've heard it said, and I believe it to my core, football is the ultimate team sport. And a well-run screen like that is the ultimate team play because it takes all 11 doing their job.
Options are open here. It's 2nd and inches.
Ready. Ready.
Tagovailoa now working from the gun. Caught by Westbrook-Akine. And he's able to move past the 45 before going out. They get 6 and a 1st down as well.
I'm sure, Coach, your play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
He put some juice on a deep throw down. Wow, his first real mistake. That's intercepted. Nick Cross has it. And the Colts get the football back with minimal time to go in our half.
You know what this is, Kate? This is the practice field coming to life, really on both sides of the ball. Right? You watch defensive coaches preach all the time, and they work on these returns to get to the near sideline, everybody to get a block. And then for those offensive players to show the effort to go chase that down so it's not a pick six, yeah, it stinks for the offense. But that was the practice field coming to life for everybody to see.
Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. The first half controlled by the offenses, Brock. Let's see if the defenses can take over in the second half. We're underway. And in the end, Brock, an exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30.
Well, we got ourselves quite a game today, a tie game coming into this third quarter. And what you're looking for is a little instant jolt of momentum coming out of the locker room. And that return might just be the spark that leads to that momentous fire.
On first down, they're going to start out with Achane. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
Second down now, 7 to go.
Go ahead.
Shotgun snap now to Tagovailoa. Finds his man, Waddle. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Zaire Franklin there to make the tackle.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you could take a lick at any time.
Throwing on third, Tagovailoa. It's tipped away and it's going to hit the ground incomplete. Defender winning that rep. That brings up fourth down. That one doesn't make it beyond the line. And it's 4th and short. We'll see if they go for it.
Hey.
Back to throw it. He finds him beyond the marker. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
So close to getting off the field. But the 4th down conversion keeps that defense out there. That was their shot to end this possession, to sit on the bench, to get their breath. But now they're going to have to buckle down and force another 4th down.
Out of the shotgun, a give to A.J. The ball's out. The ball's out. He lost it. And the Colts pick it up.
You know, that's just... on 1st down. It really can. I mean, ball security's at a premium on every down, every distance. But on 1st down, it is especially a killer.
Herbert straight ahead. A flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense. So now, partner, got to reevaluate what to do on this next snap because the holding call pushes him back quite a ways. Double the distance to go after that holding call. It's now 1st and 20. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
Here we go, 2nd and very long. Pass caught along the sideline by Mitchell. And they'll have it a little shy of the 40 as he goes out. That's going to pick up the 1st down after a gain of 26. From the shotgun, it's Richardson. That's into the hands of Moore. And he'll go out of bounds close to the 35-yard line.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. With 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
And he's able to take this one down to the 25. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it'll be 1st down, Colts.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his...
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him.
And right there's the danger, Kate, when you put the ball in the air. How many times do we see these coordinators, when you get a nice run, right, you gain some steam on the ground, you stick with the ground game. They don't. They call the pass, and the defense reacts, and reacts well with the sack.
Let's see what they dial up on a 2nd and very long. Trying again following the sack. Cut by Diggs. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. Here's Richardson. Throw caught at the 6. He has the Indianapolis touchdown. The impact this guy has had on this game, Brock, has been massive. They'd be on the comeback trail right now if it wasn't for his 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, and that second one far bigger than his first when you just look at the game circumstances. Puts them in front here in the 2nd half. Puts a little jet fuel in the engines of their defense.
Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Didn't make an effort to hit the landing area at all. So they're going to give them a drive starting at the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
All right.
They'll start the drive with Achan. They'll cobble together a yard there. Zaire Franklin there to make the tackle. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
Ready, set. Out.
Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. Into traffic, complete. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
Well, the odds aren't great when you throw into double coverage. Normally you see one of the defenders make a play on the ball. 2 men nearby, and that's a missed opportunity for the coverage to make an impact play.
Oh, love this, giving it to the big guy on 3rd and short. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
It's results like that that drive coordinators nuts. Premature balding, gray, wrinkles, all of it, Kate. You call something conservative. The last thing you're thinking is you're going to lose yards on a 3rd and 1 run.
Looks like they will indeed try it, 4th and 2. They'll motion him out of the backfield. He's back to throw. And it's going to be incomplete. Couldn't connect to extend the drive. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense. New set of downs for him at the 38. Taylor gets it on 1st and 10. And he's brought down for a loss. Offense up to the line fast. Running back sent in motion. 2nd and 12 behind the sticks. Gets this to Woods. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
Kate, that play's so indicative of why tight ends in this league have become just an X factor. Right, they're big. They can block at the line of scrimmage, but the elite guys, well, they've got that speed, and they can take something short and make a difference with it down the field.
Shotgun handoff to Herbert. And it's a nice gain on the run, aided by that broken tackle. 8 yards on the pickup, 2nd and goal at the 1.
Hey, look, Kate, you can't just ask one tackler to go mano-a-mano and stop this guy. You got to have the cavalry coming. One guy makes a hit, the others are there to clean up and pile on, because one-on-one, he's going to run right through you. Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
Taylor, and he runs it across, touchdown! The Colts lengthen the lead at the end of the 3rd. It's a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. Extra point converted by Gay. And the Colts double their lead to 14. Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. Washington now to return. His return gets him to the 32-yard line before he's taken down. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Get set. Go ahead. Ready, set.
Now Tua to throw. Makes the grab in bounds left side. It's a 23-yard pickup on the play. And it'll be 1st down Miami.
was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Daryl Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10.
They're right here.
Two and out from the gun. That's incomplete left side.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive downfield. I love the call. I love pushing the ball down the field. But the windows in the throwing lanes aren't there long, and it only takes a little bit for a throw to be off.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Throwing again. Here's Tua. Gets everything he has under this throw. Really pushing the envelope on 2nd down, but the deep shot doesn't work.
Oh, that was such an opportunity lost. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points on the series. And instead, oh, he just couldn't quite hang on.
Throwing. Here's Tagovailoa on 3rd. He'll get this complete to Westbrook-Ikhine. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Desperation time here on 4th. And it falls incomplete. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense. So it's good field position for the Colts as they get set, 1st and 10. Shotgun, handoff to Taylor. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
Second and 8. Pass taken in by Diggs. Jukes his way into the clear. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the 1st.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
New set of downs for him at the 38. Putting a receiver in motion. Off the play fake. Here's Richardson. That's going to be caught by Mitchell. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that 1st down. Working inside the red zone. Oh, he nearly reeled that in. As close as you can get, but just an exciting incompletion.
Well, he had the space from the defender and the concentration to make a great catch. What he didn't have was enough end zone real estate. That's just a very, very exciting incompletion.
They kick the running back in motion. They'll throw again. Richardson. This one's caught. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the 1st.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. And he has the Indianapolis touchdown. The Colts have likely locked up the win right there. Gay to add the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Colts stretch their lead to 21.
42. Dolphins 21. Matt Gay to kick off.
Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. Has this at the 6. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Snap.
Back to throw. Tua. Achan reels it in. And this one does not go far.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason, where one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion.
They get to him, and he loses the football. It's out. Turnover, the defense forces the big play. Well, where one defender failed, Brock, another succeeded. He shook free of that first tackle, but the next guy not only made that hit, but knocked it loose as well.
Kate, as we saw when he broke that first tackle, he can absorb a shot.
So just like all touchdowns, all turnovers also reviewed, and they want to take another look at this one. So the review saves them a turnover. He was, in fact, already down when the ball came free. Tagovailoa on 1st down. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Ready.
Here's Tua again. On the move, past the 40. Good gain here as he heads out of bounds.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
That's brought in by Westbrook-Akine. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play, as well as a new set of downs. They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Here's Tagovailoa again. Catch is made in close. And he'll take this across. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins get it back to within 2 possessions. Extra point is good by Sanders. And the Dolphins get it back to a 14-point game. Sanders all set to send it away. Returning it from the 4. He stopped on the return at the 27. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
19 Charger, pouring
From the shotgun, it's Richardson. He's got it deep downfield. And he takes it in for the Indianapolis touchdown. The Colts make it a 3-score game in the fourth. It's an Adonai Mitchell touchdown. His third through the air this game. Gay to add the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Colts stretch their lead to 21.
Dolphins 28. Matt Gay to kick off for the Colts.
Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. That's going to be taken in at the 8. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Ready. Ready, set.
Shotgun snap now to Tagovailoa. Caught by the open man. And he'll take this across. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins get it back to within 2 possessions. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. You got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
And the Colts are able to bring in the kick. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43.
No question they wanted the ball back late, but you don't see many of these recovered by the kicking team in the NFL. You see even fewer recovered when they're actually expecting it, like they certainly were right there.
And that's only 1 yard up the middle. Got to be 2nd down. There's a pause now. Somebody hurt on that play, and this is one to keep an eye on. It's Jonathan Taylor who's shaken up. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Trying an inside give to Herbert. And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that 1st down. The defense calls a timeout. That's their first. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on 3rd down. On the ground, it's Herbert again. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Now after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up. Less than a yard needed here on 4th. And the QB keeps it on the sneak. And he's touched as they pick up that 1st down on 4th.
So simple, yet so hard.
Passport stamp, let's do the money dance. Back in, call your friend, now we in France. International man, tats on my hand. Take a